Definitely looks like someone was squatting in here. What's this, you think?
Ew, ew.
Why is there like blood on the seat right there? With care, Bill. That's him, he wrote this.
In the blistering Nevada desert, we return to the last known location of a missing elderly man who vanished 6 years earlier. Searching the corroded shell of an abandoned bus and the skeletal remains of a collapsing structure, we set out to uncover the secrets behind his disappearance.
We are on the trail of someone who went missing a few years ago. His name was William James. He lived up this mountain on BLM land, and he used to always go over here to Looning, which is right behind me. That's Looning, and he was a familiar sight down there. He'd be down there talking to people, hanging out, I guess, and make his trek. He'd walk about 3 miles this way. And he went missing, and he had, like, I believe 2 dogs with him when he went missing. And as we were driving up this way, on our way back, you can see we have what looks to be a spine right here. Well, I'm not an expert on bones, dog bones, but it's an interesting looking spine right there. And we have a lot more bones this way that go up this road, but I just wanted to stop and take a look at this. What we're going to do is we're going to get up to the top where he was last known to live. From what I understand, his bus is still up there. Everything he left behind, he just vanished without a trace. And we're going to go see what we can find, and then we're going to drone. But you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because if you love these missing person searches, well, I have something for you that I'm going to reveal at the end that I've been working on. That's why you haven't seen us out, because we've been working on this. And it's going to allow you sitting home right now, you are going to be able to participate and help us search and locate missing persons and others as well. So stay for the end for that, but let's go up this road and go check out his last known location.
78-year-old William Fulton James was first reported missing on April 1, 2019, when someone found his clothing, wallet, and keys on a dirt road. According to police records, a torn note was also found with his belongings, though what it said is unknown. William was known to walk this unforgiving terrain through rattlesnakes, sinkholes, and dry, dangerous ground in the company of his 3 dogs. Now we follow the same path, but thankfully not on foot.
And there goes our off-road beast. Yes, the off-road beast right there. So if you look over there, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but there's a mine tunnel. There's a lot of mining out here. So we may have fallen into a shaft, and we'll get an idea where all the shafts are out here as soon as we get the drone in here. We're going to cover this entire area. There's a lot of old mining tunnels all up there too.
William was known to stay at the Bluebonnet Mine just outside of Looning, a town surrounded by hundreds of long abandoned mines and collapsing buildings. Now little more than a ghost town, it's in one of its forgotten corners that we search for clues to William's whereabouts.
So here we are. This is the location where William James lived. And let's go see. That's his bus right there. Might have to be a little careful going in here. I see nails, but more than that, oh, interesting, yeah. Definitely looks like someone was squatting in here. Huh. The roof's about to cave in, so we gotta be careful coming in here. We're going in. So, I mean, 5 years since he's been here. Could have looked a lot nicer. Look at you. Pretty linoleum floor right here. Got a light bulb right here. This here is really coming in. Look at all the dog food. See, he had dogs, so this is interesting. That we have dog food stuff right here. We want to be careful coming in here. We don't want this to fall on us and kill us. So we gotta watch out for animals. I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it because I have to see this. Oh, that's the roof of the old house, and like it's almost like he built on in here. Actually, look at this. There's a toilet was there, and lots of like dog food things all over the walls. I guarantee you, there's a little bird's nest right there. Okay. So, I think he was living in here.
After speaking with contacts in Mineral County, we learned the bus, weathered by time and riddled with bullet holes, was his primary residence. Inside, strange discoveries and hidden dangers await.
No clothing. What kind of someone's clothes? Let's go check out this bus over here. See if we can find out anything, any type of information, any clues. Old Toyota right there. And I'm thinking that Toyota, yeah, see, you can tell someone was definitely staying right here, because this is how, when people are camping, they like to put like these types of things out, rugs like this out, so that way they could, yeah, this is like rugs he probably would have been chilling right out here. Let's go in here and see what we can find. This bus is pretty jacked. Oh, it smells like rodent piss. You got dog fecal matter over here. Go stay down there. There's so much rodent in here. You can see all the stuff in here. I don't know if we should go in here, Emma.
Entering the bus puts us at risk of serious health hazards, including hantavirus, a potentially deadly disease carried by rodent droppings. Still, we head inside, driven by the possibility of a breakthrough.
Just take it in there here and see. No clothing in here.
The last remnants of William's existence, crumpled paper, empty food cans, tools, and utensils, each offer a glimpse into the life he lived here. But what comes next reveals even more.
Wow, someone's things up in here though. The calendar's right there. It smells really bad in here. Like rodent droppings.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the documents here.
The documents reveal that William suffered serious health problems, including breathing issues, blood in his urine, and poor circulation. His last known treatment was in December of 2018, but it would be another 4 months before anyone reported him missing.
William James right there, you can see his name.
Distracted by the discovery, we never noticed the rusted and armed rat trap.
Oh my God, here. Too many rodent droppings in here for me. Too many rodent droppings. But you can tell, this is definitely it. I did find his medical records.
Is it him?
Yeah, definitely him, 100% William James.
What are the things about him?
He had some pulmonary stuff going on. What's this, you think?
Ew, ew. Dead rat. Hold your breath.
The foul discovery isn't enough to stop us, as we uncover something even more disturbing at the rear end of the bus.
So, this appears to be his loo. Yeah, this definitely was his loo. That bucket was his loo. I'm gonna put the camera over it just to see if there's anything in it, just because I'm curious. If you know, I won't be able to see it until you guys see it. That was definitely where he was doing a number. Dude, it's like, it was disgusting in there.
With more discoveries waiting to be found, we head toward the abandoned Toyota, where a nearby find sparks a new theory.
All right, so it looks like you have a sluice or a dry wash he was trying to create here. And there are some mines up there that he may have been working. There's some mine tunnels, mine shafts. We're gonna have to go check all those eventually. We're gonna come back, check everything there, make sure we cover those. We walked up there were some beer cans on the ground up there. I'm not sure if he was drinking much, but either way, I thought this was very interesting. It's not known to have gold here, at least not from what I understand. If anyone else knows, let me, post in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure this was not a gold mine.
As we turn to the car itself, a surprising clue inside brings fresh details about William to light.
This thing is really jacked. And it's like really about to go into this hole right here. You know that? There we go. Let's see. Here's a note on the seat here. Let's see what it says here. Just so you know, see the wind's gonna make this all messed up. By the way, in case you don't know, of steering, was it rack and pinion? As I was talking about the rack and pinion, but some of the stuff I can't make out. Seat, blah blah blah, has been done at cost of $67 for the tools. I retain the tools. Enclosed yellow plate for what further aids of construction. That teenager treated this Toyota very rough. How can you say that now? You see what it looks like right now? Whoopi and Wheeler. After his mom paid for it, it wasn't his money. These Toyotas seemingly run forever with care. Bill. That's him, he wrote this. Yes, Bill wrote this. Well, I guess he went by Bill. I want to see, let's see if we can, why is there like blood on the seat right there? Curious. Is there a key in it? There's a key in it. I want to try to start it. Let's see. Let's see if I can open the hood.
Based on the letter and the keys left in the ignition, it seems as though William intended for someone to find the car, or at the very least, didn't expect to return. The only question is, does it still run?
Okay, someone want to pull up on this while I pull on the hood thing, the latch? Just kind of give a little pressure on it, so when I pull on the latch, it'll see if it'll pop open.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Is it, leave it like that. That's perfect. I just need to, here, you want to hold this for me?
Yeah.
Let's go get our Cybees and bring them up here. We can see about this. See if there's anything in there. Oh. Whoa.
Ew. Close it.
Yeah, there's not even any spark plugs in there. The rodents have eaten it all. The rodents have eaten it all.
Battered by heat and dust, we push forward, and a short distance from the car, we find something new.
Here are William James boots, and these have probably been out here for as long as he's been missing. So that's probably what we're looking for. And I have a feeling I know he's not climbing over these mountains. I know these roads go, but it's really, windy, and we can get that later. So we can drone all that later.
In addition to the boots, a discarded license plate is found resting in the dirt, but who it could belong to is anyone's guess. Fueled by the day's discoveries, we return the next day to the exact spot where authorities once recovered some of William's things, along with something far more unsettling.
All right, today we are back out here looking for William James. We found out the exact location of where his basket. See, when James would carry around a basket, and in this basket, he'd have some clothing in there, and he'd also had a catheter. So I'm assuming he, put his catheter in this basket in order to conceal it with some clothing. But in this very spot where we're standing right here is where they found his basket. And in addition to they found his basket, he had ripped out his catheter. So for some reason, he had ripped out his catheter and he had put his basket right here and just somehow vanished in this area. And Looning is straight that way. He could have went down the wash and in between and went down there. We're gonna put a drone in this guy and see if we can find it. Find his remains or anything else. And in addition, we don't know if he was heading back home. He may have been heading back that way for all we know. No one knows where he was going. All we know is that this is the exact same spot. But in addition to his catheter and basket being found here. He had a dead dog that was found right here as well. So one of his dogs was dead next to his basket, which is very interesting.
According to our contacts in Mineral County, the dog likely died from exposure to the harsh elements. Animal Control eventually found William's other dogs, frightened and skittish. They managed to survive and make it back, but without William.
So right down that way is Looning. Right up that way is where his bus and where he was living. And there's a lot of mine tunnels. So we don't know which direction he was going because no one knows how long he had been missing by the time someone sounded the alarm. We're still getting some records coming in, so we will get a lot more details very soon, and we're going to try to just talk with other people who know him. But right now, we're going to get the drone in the air, and we're going to just scout this whole area. Let's go. All right, we are walking over to this ridge because I have to have a visual line of sight on my drone. We want to do a corridor search just on the other side of this ridge because it's the other way he could have possibly went to try to cut across to get to Looney. So we're gonna head up there, and if we see anything on the way, if we spot anything on the way, I will turn this back on.
Though local authorities attempted to run a canine track and perform a drone search around the time he went missing, nothing was found. But the search is far from over, and we're now calling on viewers at home to join the mission. We've captured an incredible set of high-resolution drone images from this search and built a tool that lets you mark anything unusual or important in the images. If something you find stands out, we'll return to investigate it on the ground, and you'll see it in a future video. Your discovery could be the one that leads to the next breakthrough.